Yeah. So to understand the classical conditioning, there are different conditioning steps. So before conditioning and before conditioning, it is the same. What happened first? It has before conditioning has two steps, one step and two step. So in first step, what happened is we show a bell. This is a bell ring. You will show a bell ring. Okay, you will do a bell ring. This is your natural stimulus. This is your natural stimulus. Okay. In respond, what's happening? There is no response from dog. Okay. When you ring a bell, there is no response from a dog. See, ringing a bell is a natural stimulus. Okay. It is a neutral. Also, you can see it's a neutral stimulus, rather natural. That means you can say it is a classical conditioning kind of things. So it is okay. It is a neutral. You can say not natural. It is a neutral. Rather saying neutral. That means what is the meaning of neutral? That means
half this and half that. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Both it has.
Yeah. So it is a kind of classical conditioning, ringing a bell. Okay, it's a neutral stimulus. Now if you have difficulty in understanding the neutral, just keep in mind, when I ring a bell, only bell, okay, there is no response. In second step of before conditioning, you will give a food, okay, and then you see a response, that is salivation. That means there is some response, right? Or response from dog. Okay, so when you show the food, there is response. When you show the bell, there is no response. Okay, this food is called you or you can say unconditional response. Unconditional unconditional sorry, stimulus. This is not a response. Stimulus, UCR, sorry, UCS, stimuli. That means you are giving some stimulus to the dog, so there is a response, and this salivation is called UCR. That means unconditional response. This is UCS, unconditional stimulus. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Okay. So in before conditioning, there are two. When you show only bell, there is no response. When you show the food, there is a response. Showing a food, it is unconditional stimuli. That means some stimuli, your object showing, it is unconditional response. Got it? Then in third step, what happen is bell plus food. Okay, this together, when you show to the dog, there is a salivation. That means there is a UCR, unconditional response, like here you have seen, no, in salivation before conditioning in second step. So same thing you will see. When you give only food, there is a response. Next, in third, during conditioning, when you see take a third step, you give together this one, bell plus food, you give, then you can see the dog is responding. That is called unconditional response. Okay, got it?
This is during conditional.
During condition, yeah. Then
Means during training.
Training, yes. Now, if you see after conditioning, what happens? You just give a bell, okay? Then you see a salivation. That means response. Salivation is what? See,
Response.
response. So here after conditioning, that means training is over. Now you remove the food. Food is removed. Now this bell become CS. That means conditional stimulus, and S become CR. That is conditional response. That means there is a condition now when even if I ring a bell, there is a response from the dog. Got it? So this is a concept of classical conditioning. Okay.
This mutilation stimulation.
Neutral stimulus means equal. I mean to say, you can say this one is a classical stimulus. See, during before conditioning, if you give a classical conditioning or neutral stimuli or conditional stimuli, there will be no response, right? See, if you do last step first, 100% there will be no response. Got it? So that's why
Yes.
what you have to do, you have to use in combination. Okay. Every time you cannot show the food because the dog has to condition. See, whenever, for example, whenever there is an eating time, for example, if you have a pet dog at the 9 o'clock, you will ring a bell. Immediately they will run and come, and they will think that yes, it's a time to eat a food. So because they are conditioned, when you ring a bell, they will come. So likewise, they will understand. Okay.
Okay.
This is the procedure. Okay. Principles of classical conditioning. Okay. Fine. So to understand these principles of classical conditioning, behaviorist. Now behaviorist. Who is behaviorist? Pavlos is a behaviorist. He has described the number of phenomena. That means he has described number
So
of,
behavior is just a psychologist only.
yeah. So he has described number of phenomena which is associated with classical conditioning. Okay. So that means that person has described in number of ways, in number of things, with a number of materials. That material is associated with the classical conditioning process. You know what is classical conditioning process, right? Classical conditioning process means dog experiment, just now which we discussed. So Pavlos has described number of ways to make understand other what is the principles of classical conditioning, on what principle it will work. So first principle is acquisition. That means acquisition. Acquisition is a first step.
That
Hmm.
associated with CS, you know.
Yeah,
CS,
CS is classical conditioning, this one, short form.
CC, no,
Hmm?
CC, short form.
Yeah, classical condition. CS is a short form of Classical conditioning. Yes, C, yes. Not
I
CS.
CS.
CS, C, classical conditioning, not CS.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So acquisition is the first step, or it is the first stage. This is the first stage in the learning. First stage of learning is acquisition. When a response is first established, gradually strengthened. So that means the first stage of this principle learning is acquisition. In this, what happened? The response, whatever the response has been acquired. Response, see here what happened, the child will receive the information. So whatever the response is acquired, that gradually will reinforce to response. That will gradually reinforce to make response. So the acquisition is the first stage. I mean to say it is the first principle of classical conditioning. In this, what happened? Acquisition is nothing but the response, whatever the response gathered by the individual child will gradually reinforce to make another response. Okay, got it?
No.
See, acquisition means what? Acquiring. Acquiring, okay? So how the child will acquire the information? When you tell. Okay?
Yes.
See
Okay.
how dog responded when you show the food, right? So
Right.
that is the first stage. Showing is the first stage. When you show the food, he responded. So all that response will be acquired. Whatever you tell, that information will be stored in the child mind, and that information which is stored in the mind of the child, that will gradually reinforce the child or tell the child to make another response. Okay, that is.
No, can you tell once again?
Acquisition means acquiring the information.
Yes.
So it is the first stage in the learning process. Okay, that
Yes.
means you need to give the information. So whatever the information acquired by that child, whatever the information is stored in the mind of the child, that information will help the child to make the response, to make the new response, you can say. Okay.
You you wrote response accurate means I am confusing.
Why you're confusing?
Response accurate you told.
Yeah, response acquired. See, now whatever you give,
Response means whatever we give is the response. No, no.
see, whatever you give, right? That is the information. That means it's a vice versa. You tell something, child will ask, then again you will give something. So it's an exchange of responses. So that responses is stored in the mind. So that response again will tell us to make a new response. That's what you remember the dog theory. First you show the bell, and that last step again you show the bell, and again you have the same thing, right?
Right.
So likewise, response is not.
Reinforce means here motivate. that has to make it less response again.
Yeah. So
I'm
that
not
is the
trying.
thing. Yeah, yeah. One second. Okay, fine. The second principle is extinction. Now, what is extinction? Extinction is or it occurs this extension occurs when the occurrence of conditioned response decrease or disappears. That means this will occurs only when conditioned response decrease. Okay, in classical conditioning, see, we have seen in classical conditioning this happens when the conditioned stimulus is no longer paired with unconditioned stimulus. Got it? You remember
Yeah.
that theory, right? See, this extinction will occur. Extinction means what?
Extinction.
Yeah, extinction, 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 meaning is what? This is
I
also an process, or this is also, you can say, reduction. That means some sort of timeout. How I shall tell you, extension. This is a strategy in a behavior modification. This is a procedure which is used in the applied behavior analysis for autism student. Applied behavior analysis for autism students, in which reinforcement that is provided for the problem behavior is discontinued in order to decrease or eliminate the occurrence of the negative behavior. Got it?
no.
You did not got it?
I think it. No.
Okay, okay. See, extension is removing, okay? Extension
Okay.
means removing. The meaning is removing. Okay, now understand clearly. This extension is a procedure, or you can say, see, whatever the reinforcement. See, to learn the child, if you want to improve the child, you will give some reinforcement, right? Like food, chocolate, biscuit, you will give or not?
Yes.
So that reinforcement is provided why? So that it is provided so that behavior can change, right?
Yes.
So you have provided the reinforcement so that he can change his behavior. But if this reinforcement is continued, that means it becomes a habit. Whenever you give chocolate, he will be stop crying. But what happens? It will become an habit. So what you have to do? You need to discontinue. So problem behavior discontinue in order to decrease or eliminate the occurrence. of the negative. So what you have to do, you have to fade this behavior. You have to remove this reinforcement so that, or you have to decrease the reinforcement when the behavior is changed. Okay, that means it should not be habit. At the one point you have to remove the reinforcement when the behavior is changed. Okay,
Yes.
so likewise in dog theory also they have given occurrence this extension will only occur when condition response decreases. When you decrease the condition, when you decrease the reinforcement,
Here
extension,
condition response is reinforcement.
yes, reinforcement. So condition stimulus is no longer paired with unconditional stimulus. So there is no unconditional response.
No, this I did not get second line.
Second line. See, to understand this, let us go here once. Okay. Now you can see,
Yes.
see, in classical, this is the classical conditioning. So what's happening here? When condition stimulus is no longer paired, conditional stimulus, this is condition stimulus, is not paired with unconditional stimulus. CS, this CS is not paired with UCS. That means bell is a condition, right? Here, see, this is CS, this is UCS, right?
Right.
So you're not pairing where in fourth one, only you are giving a condition stimulus. Yes? Then you
And
have a,
fourth one.
so extension will happen when? In the fourth stage only. So what it happened when condition stimulus, when bell is not paired with the food, okay, so there is a condition response. So that's why they are telling here is in extension, CS is not longer paired with unconditional response. Bell, this is bell. Bell is not paired with the food. So what will happen? Salivation. So when you decrease the conditional response, extension will happen. That means when you reduce the food or we reduce the reinforcement, condition happened. Okay. Something क्या हो रहा है? रजिस्टर
एनरोलमेंट नंबर भी चाहिए, स्टडी सेंटर कोड भी चाहिए।
ओ है क्या? अरे यार
Enrollment number, study center
वन
code,
सेकंड
then batch number, then course, then email ID, phone number and WhatsApp number.
अच्छा अच्छा एक बार उनको ग्रुप में बोल दो ना वो अपना नंबर तो है अपने पास नंबर तो है
Study center code,
स्टडी सेंटर कोड ये है AP03 है ना AP03
अच्छा AP04
और
एनरोलमेंट नंबर तो
एनरोलमेंट नंबर ना ठीक है मैं देता हूँ उनको इसमें होगा लॉगिन करके कल भी कर लेंगे यस यस यू वर टेलिंग समथिंग
CS is no longer paired with UCS. In example of the silent teachers, reinforcement was UCS and the child work was CS. less response into only CS.
Yes, that means, for example, if teacher was giving support, right? For example, the teacher was giving a reinforcement to do the right behavior, right? So later
Yes.
on, what happened? The teacher will remove that reinforcement slowly, one by one, so that it must not become an habit and child will learn the concept. Okay.
Charlie will behave good without reinforcement.
Yes.
That is CS.
Yes. Condition response. Only based on condition response, the child must do condition response.
CS means condition is stimuli.
Yeah.
So, in this CS is no longer paid with UCS means
That means
and
I'm not giving the reinforcement. Food is a reinforcement. Bell is a what he has to learn. Okay. So I'm not giving food with the CS. So I removed food. But when I say just when I ring the bell, automatically the dog will come to me.
yes, in child example you tell no?
Child example is like um, extinction. For example, if you want to teach a child a good behavior, so you will give a reinforcement. Reinforcement is, let us say you're giving a chocolate. That is a food, right?
Hmm.
So food is your UCS, unconditioned stimuli, right?
Yes.
And conditioned stimuli is what you are teaching. That means it should be a kind of instruction, like let us say um, come here. He's not understanding the meaning of come here. Come here plus food. Okay.
Okay.
Or else what you can do is, let us say, very good. This is a chocolate for you, for your right job, for you, so you, for your right homework. So what you're doing, you're giving very good as well as food, chocolate.
Yes.
So very good is your CS, conditioned stimuli, and food is
Hmm.
your UCS. So every time you cannot give a food, right? So what
Yes.
you will do, slowly you will remove the food. Immediately you should not remove. Slowly you will remove one by one. But you will be telling, very good, this is a chocolate. Very good, give little chocolate. Very
That
good.
that is the conditional stimuli.
Yeah,
Very good.
you are conditioning the child, training the child. Okay,
Oh,
that means very good, a chocolate. Very good, a chocolate. Very good, little chocolate. Very good, then again little chocolate. So you are removing the reinforcement which you have given slowly, so that the child is not dependent on that food. Okay.
yes.
So next time what you do, when he does a good job, sorry, when he does his homework, you say very good. He's satisfied
Hmm.
with that very good. So likewise here also the same. You need to remove the
Okay.
food when there is no, when CS is no longer paid with UCS, extension happen. That means removing means you remove the food. That is the concept. That's it.
Okay. Extinction means removing.
Yes.
Reinforcement.
Yeah, that means you're taking. Yeah, that means you're taking everything.
Reinforcement is the conditional response.
Yeah. Now let us move to the third principle. Now, what is the third principle? Spontaneous recovery. Spontaneous recovery. Now, what is this spontaneous recovery? In this theory, in this dog theory, reappearance of condition response, reappearance of condition response after rest. One second, just hold on.
Stop.
Hmm?
This last one, fourth one, we will know.
No, there is one more. This is not the last one.
Okay, today you tell this stimulus generalization, then we will
Okay.
turn
See,
to
the tendency stimulus generalization is stimulus generalization is tendency for condition. Okay, this is a tendency for the condition stimulus. Condition stimulus means bell. Okay, to evoke a similar response after the response has been conditioned. That means you can show the similar. I have given a bell to the dog, right?
right.
So same bell I can give even to the rat. I can give to the rat, I can give it to the rabbit. So this is generalization. So if the rat has been conditioned to fear a stuffed white rabbit, it will be exhibit fear for the objects. So that means what same procedure you can apply to the others also. They mean to say that. That is stimulus generalization, because condition stimulus, same stimulus can be given to the other animals, same stimulus can be given to the other people also, so that they can change the behavior.